Well, so now you're probably wondering, well, what time of the year is the best time to elope in New York City? And of course, the answer is that it really depends. And I'm going to run through each season to give you some information so that you can make the right decision for you, because there really is no wrong or right. It really just depends on what makes sense for you, your time frame, and the things that you want to experience. So we will get started with winter. I categorize winter as being January 2nd through mid-April. So holiday season is its own separate thing, which we'll discuss. But January 2nd really begins what I call like the quiet part of winter. We are typically going to see pretty cold days, especially towards the end of January. We're talking about below freezing, like in the 20s. And they will go up and down, depending upon the storm. We get a little bit of snow. It's not been a lot of snow, but when it's not freezing or snowing, it's warm and rainy. So like in the 40s, 40 degree Fahrenheit kind of range, which is also quite typical. So anyway, January can be quite cold. So you ideally want to be looking for locations that are indoors or have some access to indoors, because it can be very cold. But it also, again, is the quiet time of the year. You're going to get your best hotel, probably restaurant deals. During that time period, there's also Broadway week. There's a restaurant week. It's a great time to visit if you're okay with the temperatures, because that is a bit of a disadvantage in terms of spending a large amount of time outside. We have done it. I have done it. Some of the tricks on that in that are hiring transportation so that you don't have to freeze, planning to take photos indoors, having your ceremony indoors. Let's see, what else? Hand warmers. I had a beautiful intimate wedding this past January. It was like 18 degrees most of the day. It was very cold, but we went sort of in and out. And there was also snow on the ground, which was kind of a rare thing. It was really quite fun. I enjoyed these weddings. Of course, I'm dressed in full on, winter attire with hand warmers and such, so I'm fine. But it is a very special time of the year. But also to note, there's very little foliage that you're going to see. There is a little bit, but a lot of the trees lose their leaves. So, and that's one of the reasons why I categorize this through mid-April, because again, spring can start earlier. So let's be a little flexible here with the timing. It's just hard to guarantee it. So if you really want green foliage and you don't want to be below freezing temperatures, you're probably going to want to look at booking something after mid-April, because between, early January through mid-April, it is very likely that you're not going to have much foliage and that you're going to potentially see, of course, April, less so the freezing temperatures, but it could still be quite cold and rainy. And if that's something that doesn't really appeal to you, then I would definitely suggest looking at it another month. And with that, we will move into the next one.